have such sights to show you. Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Tuesday Night TerrorVision, episode number rolling in my 6-4 with everybody saying, welcome, J-Man.
Thanks for having me. I'm kind of excited for this. I rewatched it. I haven't watched it in a while. I'm actually excited to talk about this. So good choice.
Yeah, this is one I saw in the theater. 16 years old, I went to see this one, and being a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, it was like, oh, Wes Craven, okay, what's he got? And it was like the little engine that could have like reinvigorated the slasher genre after like the whole, you basically had a 12-year run of those from great to middle of the road to just bad slashers between 78 when Halloween hit and then 1990, which was, for all intents and purposes, the slasher was kind of over as far as its mainstream appeal at that point. And then we have that 6-year period of kind of, there was trying new things. You had more vampires and not more zombies, but you had zombie movies, mystical stuff.
Things like zombies are fantasy, right? And demons and all that.
Yep. And here comes 1996 and Scream, and I should have grabbed my mask. I had it. I was shooting pictures on with it the other day. It's around here somewhere, but no, it's such a simple character design, and I have the NECA Ghostface figure as well. I got that in a horror box from Don't Eat the Gum, which if you've never heard of Don't Eat the Gum, it's an independent horror company, and they curate personalized horror boxes to send as gifts. And on my office door, there's various pieces from this. I like Child's Play, so they sent me a framed picture. I have an original Child's Play 2 bumper sticker, which was printed in the 80s, and I put it on my office door. And a whole bunch of like pins, like Friday the 13th pins.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's a small business, and the guy that owns it is friends with Nick from World Class Bullshitters, and that's how I came across him. So yeah, it's a fantastic service. Like I said, I got one. I got a really beautiful hand-drawn Pinhead portrait in there too, which was fucking amazing. But yeah, so the Scream, that's where I got my Ghostface figure. But no, Scream, again, a return to form for the slasher. Let me say hi to the chat here. We got CB's in the house tonight. Digsby, Davian Donaldson. Davian, I'm going to have your Night of the Living Dead 1990 review by Friday, sir. That will be ready for you by Friday. So that will be out. Thank you guys for joining. I see Classic Comics. Kasara Nance is in the chat. Welcome, Kasara. Good to see you. I'm sure I'll be seeing Kasara this weekend out in West Branch, Michigan. for Super Shogun Wrestling. Cheap plug. If you don't know, it still says The Shape on this. I left that on there from Thursday when I was.
I was wondering, why are you The Shape? You're supposed to be Ghostface or whatever.
I know. I was dressed as Michael Myers. But no, for those of you who don't know, I'm a professional wrestler as well. Pete Daddy Dollar, the father of currency, if you will, Daddy. And I am one half of the tag team, Midnight Vice, with my brother, Bad News Cruz, a.k.a. Killer Pizza. His link's in the description. We are going up against these Shogun tag team champions, Oh So Delicious, in a return match from last month. We got disqualified. He shoved the referee, and then I punched her in the face.
I saw that.
Yeah, you know,
that's okay. It's all equal now.
It is. It's I've knocked out male referees and female referees, so I'm an equal opportunity referee abuser.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you know, I don't discriminate.
Right. If you didn't.
If anything, I gave equal rights to a female. I'm a feminist. If you
really, that's what I was just saying.
Down to brass tacks.
If you did hit her, you'd be a chauvinist.
Yeah, it would have been a misogynist of me not to hit her. So I had to. Super Shogun's link is in the description. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We recently crossed the 620 subscriber mark over there. And check out all the back catalog of shows, which are expertly produced by the Shogun staff over there. And we have a beautiful venue, Dragon's Den Productions. Yeah, check us out, folks. Super Shogun Wrestling on YouTube and Facebook. And we have some really funny videos on TikTok, which I'm into. You want to see me get slapped in the face with a tortilla? Go on over there and check us out on TikTok. What is this?
Am I frozen?
No, you're good. Okay. Wait, you are frozen.
You can hear me, but not.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know.
You just look like you're pondering something.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
All right. If you could, my screen just went black, but if you can hear me, I can talk. I don't need to.
I can hear you.
We'll come back on.
Yep.
We're back now. We're back. That was weird.
As someone who wore diapers for the first few years of his life, I felt underrepresented during the movie Scream due to the lack of senior citizens in East. God damn it, Tony. God damn it, Tony. All right, so let's get into it here.
Hey.
What's up?
Hi.
What are you doing?
Going to bed.
Okay.
Do you want to say hi? Can I say hi to Tony really quick?
No, it's me and Jaden. You're almost invisible. Oh, you can see you here.
I can see. Yeah, my camera's messed up. So I don't know.
He's got his green pajamas on. That's why I said you might have to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's like a fish scales or something. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi.
All right, buddy. All right.
Bye.
I love you.
Okay. Bye.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you, dude. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in bed.
Good night. Get out of here with the kazoo. Goofball. All right, let me do this. What the hell? Where'd that go? And you start playing your tablet before you walk out of the office. This is how we're doing things, son. We're real professional around here. And he's laughing as he's walking up the stairs. Like I swear I run a very professional podcast here. This is Henry Winkler. I forgot. Yeah. We get the Fonz in Scream. I'm stalling until the title card uploads. Right. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. We can review Scream. Let's go. Yeah, Henry Winkler just turned 80 the other day. The Fonz is still is still around.
That's great. I liked him in this. It was nice to see him in the theater. I was like, oh wow, it's the Fonz. That was cool. I like the little. I loved all the little references in this. Did you guess? Now, do you remember? So I saw this in the theater, and I can tell you what I was thinking. But do you remember? Were you able to guess who the killer was? Because like inevitably you're going to try to start guessing who the killer is in these.
I remember thinking it was Matthew Lillard for a while. I'm like, he's just so
weird.
Yeah, just off, and I saw this at 16 and I'm like, there's just something off about him. And then of course I was like, the boyfriend was Billy
Yeah,
Loomis.
Billy. I thought it was Billy. Yeah.
I was like on the fence with him. I remember, but I also remember thinking it'd be too obvious if it was him. But then when it's the two, it's like, oh,
That was good.
Okay. All right. Now I because I was like, it's one or the other. And then it's both of them. I was like, oh shit.
That's exactly what I thought. So what I thought was it's the boyfriend for sure. And then I thought it's too obvious. But then I thought, but this movie is making fun of movies, but it's still using the rules, even though it's making fun of the rules. And I thought, okay, so it's still using the rules, but it's making fun of the rules. So it will be the boyfriend because that'll make sense. And then once Billy was killed,
yeah,
I thought, oh crap. And I thought, well, it has to be, it's gonna have to be Matthew Lillard. Was it Stu? It has to be him because he's just weird. And then when it was the both of them, I thought, you guys got me good on this one. I did not think, hey Legion, hey Mark, I did not think that it would be two killers. So they used all the rules except for one, which is the one killer. They had two killers. So yeah. I thought it was really clever. It was Wes Craven. I'm feeling a little woozy. That was funny. Yeah. I mean, and you know what? This movie has built-in like criticism armor, because anything you criticize, the response is, yeah, but that's what horror movies do, and this is making fun of them, right? Hey, backseater. So you're like, why wouldn't they kill Sidney and then the dad and then stab each other?
Right.
But that would be the smart thing to do. I know, but that wouldn't be the horror movie thing to do. And It's this horror in a horror movie. They have to do something stupid so that the girl can find a way out. So, and because it's Wes Craven, you know that he knows this.
Oh yeah.
So he's doing it to be fun. It's like, he goes, I know. It's like they're watching these horror movies and I love where she's like, oh, it's pathetic. It's insulting. Like, it's always some woman running up the stairs. She would run out the front door. And then when she gets attacked, the door's locked and she runs up the stairs. I'm like, wait a minute, you just did the wrong thing. But that's the cool part about it. And I love the horror quiz. And first of all, and I know you wouldn't have fallen for this, and I wouldn't have fallen for that Friday 13th trick. Who's the killer on Friday 13th? Pamela Voorhees. Boom.
Yep.
It's like, okay, Ghostface, now I got some questions for you. Okay. Who's the killer in Tenebrae? No. Start asking this guy. Let's get to the real stuff now. This is the who is, who's in Hellraiser? Forget this crap. Let's get to the real horror movie questions. In Basket Case 2, how many?
What is what's the motivation for the town of Nilbog? Control 2.
Control 2. Yeah, that's right. And so he's like, I haven't seen Troll 2. Well, you know what, Mr. Ghostface? I think you better go watch those movies and then come back to me, and then we'll play this game a bit better.
Yeah, if you're going to try to trip me up, home, you better do your homework. I was born at night, but wasn't last night. Come on.
Yeah, man. No way.
Come on, man. Get up out of here. Backseater in the back seat, boys streams. Yeah, Brandon, who's a big Scream fan. Hail, Brandon. Glad you enjoy. I've only seen the first three. I
kind of like them all.
I've only seen the first three. Like, we were talking a little bit about this the other night, me and the guys, and they're talking about Scream. Was it Scream 7? It's coming out.
7 is coming out, yeah.
And I'm just like, I watched the trailer, and my reaction was basically,
right.
And if you enjoy it, and folks, I am not telling you don't watch the movie. I'm not one of those guys. If I don't like something, the only time I'll ever shit on something that other people like is if it's fucking god awful, like Batwoman, for example. Right, well, yeah, I made 80 some videos about this that series because it was so bad people enjoyed my suffering. Something like this, it doesn't offend me by its mere existence. I don't, it's like, it's not something I'll probably ever watch because I haven't seen any of them past the third one anyway at this point. But if you enjoy it, it's a horror, more power to you. Enjoy. It's everything's different for everybody. So yeah, go enjoy it. That's fine with me.
I go through phases, and I think once a series gets into like part 5, now I'm back. Like, so it's like, I'm like, okay, the first 3 or 4, okay, yeah, these were pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It's like, okay, now I'm getting tired of Scream. But now that there's 7, I'm like, man, there's 7. That's cool. Like, it's like it comes back around for me. So when there's like 4, and you're like, it was okay. It got too much. Like if it's a trilogy, like there's 3 Maniac Cops, there's 3 Night of the Demons. Like those are all 3 basket cases. Those are all really good. And then the 4th one comes along. You're like, I don't know. And then there's 5th one. You're like, it's like, then the 6th one, you're like, man, the Ghostface just keeps going. And he's become an icon. They know that mask. So I appreciate that. I own them all on Blu-ray. I actually have the Scream 2 and 3 original one-sheet posters that I got when the movies were coming out. This is the same as the Saw series. Like people said, the first 3 Saw and then that's it. I legitimately love 1 through 7. Like I love part 4. I've seen that one the most because part 4 is where it continues after Jigsaw is dead. And
okay. I was trying to remember which one that was.
Yeah, so like Jigsaw is dead, and you're like, how could there be a part 4? And he ate a tape, and then they autopsy him, and they cut open his stomach and pull a tape out, and it's like, you think because I'm dead, it's over? It's not over. I'm like, this is the best movie in the theater. So I'm like, yeah, that's awesome because it's just a bullshit reason. Just who cares? Just bring him back.
I did watch the first 6 Saw movies in the theater.
Yeah, I like all those.
I bought a DVD set. It's 1 through 3, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have that. But that's the extent of what I own as far as those. And after the 6, because like they would come out, if I could English properly, they would come out and be released in the theater around Halloween in October. And I made it was kind of an event, to go watch them in the theater on opening weekend. I like the first one, such a masterpiece.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And the second one, I love Shawnee Smith. I thought she was great in The Blob. She's a great character actress. And I admittedly, as a child of the 80s, I have a little crush on her. And then she was in Becker, which I found an odd career.
Yes.
She was good in Becker too, But I loved her in that as kind of like his henchwoman, as it were. I guess we could just say she was a henchman.
Yeah, she is. Amanda.
I've
got many pictures with her, but there's one picture with her there.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that. I was like so jealous. I'm like,
and then I got Hoffman too, as the guy from. That's it. That's the you won't be able to tell, but that's the Hoffman who takes over from Amanda as being the other sidekick. He's the cop that was in on it.
Okay, he's in Welcome to Derry. He plays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he's in Welcome to Derry. He plays like a colonel or something. Is it a colonel or like a general?
Oh, it doesn't like. Hold on. You know what? I'm frozen again, right?
Froze again. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I understand. It doesn't like. For some reason, my computer doesn't like it if I'm playing a movie. And then I go, it's like, and go to Google or something. It just doesn't like that. I don't know why. So that was weird because I'm watching Scream while we're talking.
Same.
Okay, so Costas Mandylor is the guy's name. Okay, so I'll check it later if he's in it or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, I can do it right here. Let's see. Costas Mandylor. He's been in so much stuff.
Oh yeah.
Is that him? No, that's not him. That's.
But yeah, like The Blob is an absolute. I just got that on 4K. It's an absolute awesome movie.
That is such an underrated movie for a remake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's James Remar. Jesus.
Oh, James Remar's the best. I just bought Robo Warriors with James Remar.
Yep.
I just got that.
Alex Dessert was the friend on Becker and the Flash. Alex Dessert. I vaguely. Where'd J-Man? I lost J-Man. So you guys are stuck with me right now. He'll be back. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm closing up the movie because that was it didn't like that. So I won't be able to watch Scream while we're talking, but I remember it enough.
Yeah. This is they're interviewing. Gail is interviewing Sydney right now with I
About
can't
the
remember.
mom or whatever.
Yeah, Rose McGowan's character's name in this. All I ever, dude. Okay, all things being equal, Rose McGowan, a very, goddamn it, died a very odd death in Scream, and who could have foreseen her bosoms being too large to make it through that doggy door in the garage? Like, I remember seeing that in the theater going like, first of all, is that garage door strong enough to lift her? But I mean, let's be honest, Rose McGowan probably only weighs 110 pounds, but still that garage door is not going to lift her up. I can't add you to the stage yet, J-Man. It says your device is not connected, which means your camera's not connected. Well, I'll wait for J-Man to pop back in here. Gang, I have 3 Patreon uploads to do this week. You guys are going to get bonus content. And if you want to know how to sign up for our Patreon, it's only $2 a month to become a brain buster over there. Here you go.
Yup.
There we are. J-Man is working his way back. Here he is right here. Let's see if we can add him to the stage. He's still circling. He's still circling. I just gave away 5 gift memberships. If you're in the chat, you let's see. I see those got given away. There's J-Man's back.
Okay. Scream. So what were you? Okay, I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so I was saying that it's critic proof, right? Because anything you say, well, that's just part of
it's horror mythology.
It's horror myth, right?
It's all horror. It's all this
right.
movie is predicated on previously established lore and mythology from other series and rules from those other movies that you have to abide by in real life.
Right.
Which
yeah, that's cool.
It's such, and they've talked about, meta movies, and one of my favorites, obviously, in the entire, like, one of my favorite horror movies is my favorite Friday the 13th, and that's part 6, which is from 1986, a full decade before this, and really leaned in. Tom McLaughlin did on that meta concept, and Wes Craven did that here, and he did it so well. I mean, you have a lot of tension in this movie. Despite the comedy, it still gives you a lot of good tension. And CB asked, what was my favorite death of Scream? Honestly, I'm probably, and it sucks because it was overall it was like an off camera. I mean, Henry Winkler got killed on camera. His death is probably one of my favorites, because I love the guy so much. And it was like, this was kind of a career resurgence for him,
right?
Because he had done this, he did The Water Boy, and he had other little bit parts, so it kind of brought him back into it. So I'm gonna go with he was the principal in this. I'll go with him. What about you, Jay?
I'll go with I guess Rose McGowan's character in the garage. I mean, even though that's like, I had a garage door, but there's no chance in the hell that's gonna crush someone's.
I was talking about that like as fluff while you were coming back. I'm like, yeah, it's, first of all, it's hilarious because I'm like, yes, she's a very chesty woman, but to not
Right.
be able to fit through that little doggy door was kind of funny. And then, yeah, she, Rose gets stuck in the freaking garage door. I'm like, I don't know those garage door, that's not an industrial strength, like, conveyor pulley up there.
Right.
That's a very lightweight, residential grade garage door.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's no chance in hell that would actually kill her. Like I like the idea of her getting kind of trapped in it. That's fine, and then he can come up behind her and stab her or something like that. But I also find it odd that no one went that way to see her like that. Like I feel like she should have been easily like that's like they should have seen her before all that. So that was kind of weird. My camera's flickering. I don't see it's flickering, so I'm not seeing that. So I just turned it off.
I was gonna say, do you have like a really cool like horror effect on there?
No, I don't know. Flickering? This is the camera I've been using like for every stream that I do. I'm on a stream every day. Like I don't understand. It's like so. Anyways, I'll figure it out after. But yeah, it's still my favorite because it's just like the most memorable, and all the other ones are like either stabbing deaths or slicing the throat or something like that. And that's sort of the stand usually. And again, Wes Craven knows this. There's always one death in the movie that stands out as the memorable one that you're going to take back with you or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's my favorite.
Is Skeet Ulrich? Is it Ulrich or Ulrich?
I have no idea.
Ulrich?
Yeah.
Well, Skeet. He was he supposed to like be like Gavin Rossdale in this?
I don't know. Yeah, I know.
Like, is he supposed to look like Gavin Rossdale? I was just kind of wondering. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, is that, and Matthew Lillard is so freaking 90s in this. Oh my God. Like I was 16 when this movie came out, and yeah, the aesthetic is totally 90s. Like, oh my God, but not in a bad way that dates it. Right. Some movies you watch, and like we were talking about Freddy's Dead because we watched that.
Right.
Oh my God, what a early 90s dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Like, for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, the one thing you think of in those is that eerie dun, 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 dun. Nowhere is that really present. You've got this generic royalty-free early 90s rock soundtrack. The movie is like you've almost got a Mary Sue character in it. The jokes just don't land. The humor, it feels more off from the franchise than part 2. And,
for sure. No, I don't like Freddy's Dead is brutal.
It's
1
horrible.
through 5. I like even part 5. 1 to 5. I really like 1 to 4, and I'm okay with 5. 6, I was like, 6 is the only one that I don't like. I don't count the remake. 6 is the only one I don't like. When I go through the rotation, I mostly skip 6. Sometimes I just say, let me watch it again just for the cheese factor of it. But like they pull him out of the dream. I'm like, they did that in part 1 and it didn't work. So why is it working now? But that was, the boyfriend, Digsby is saying boyfriend for Scream in the beginning. Yeah, that was good. The guts came out or whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty decent.
I honestly forgot about that one because I wasn't paying attention when I had it on the background. You just take the kills for granted because it's like I've seen this so many times, and it's like you overlook things. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, the boyfriend because he was out on the patio in his varsity job. Does he play football?
Yeah, he plays football. He's gonna kick your ass. But I like that. I like that Scream. See, it's a cool franchise when you have. Now the Scream franchise, okay, Scream is making fun of horror movies and their formulas, but now Scream has developed its own formula, which is there's always going to be a stab movie, which parodies the last movie, which is a parody. So Scream is already a parody. And then now you've got Stab, which is a parody within the parody. 3 favorites, 3 and 4. I love 3 and 4. Yeah. So you've got that as a parody of a parody. But now you also have, there's always going to be a semi well-known actress in the beginning getting the first phone call to start the series off. So it's always going to start off with girl getting the phone call, talking to the guy, getting killed, and then the movie starts. So it's like James Bond, right? You used to go James Bond. The first 10 minutes was his previous assignment.
Yep.
Like he's concluding his previous mission, and then the credits come up, and then you've got your, but yeah, Nightmare 3 and 4, and New Nightmare. Yeah, well, I like them all except for 6, like legitimately, not
6 in the remake.
Yeah, I don't count that anyways.
No, that's a fever dream.
Yeah.
That's a fever dream. No, you've got, like, we were talking about, Saw, and like, you got Scream 5. Like, what is it about like Halloween 5, Scream 5, Nightmare on Elm Street? Well, it's not Nightmare on Elm Street 5 because that was Dream Child.
There's some weird parts, yeah.
Jason, A New Beginning,
Jason, which
I
love, though.
I
love it.
I caught shit for, like, I was like, man, it's a good movie.
It is
no,
good.
It's I'm like, yes, it is. You have to wait approximately 6 minutes, like 5.5 to 6 minutes for every kill. You've got like 19 to, was it 22 or 19?
22.
22.
There's 22 kills.
Yep.
I mean, it's absolutely fire. The only thing negative is that it's Roy, I guess. Yep. But I'm sitting there thinking Roy is almost better. I started writing a script for The Revenge of Roy. Roy comes back, and now he's got, because if Jason can come back,
why can't Roy?
Why can't Roy come back? He's got like holes in him or whatever, right? And then him and did you ever see Maniac Cop? Well, have you seen the Maniac Cop movies?
I've seen all 3 of them.
Okay, Maniac Cop Part 2 with Leo Rossi coming in and being that other killer, and then you've got that serial killer teaming up with Maniac Cop. I'm like, this is awesome. You got 2 guys, and then they don't understand. They don't understand each other, but it's great.
What was that movie I got? It was Leo Rossi and Robert
Relentless?
Loggia. Relentless. Yeah, we did a watch party for that.
Oh, dude, you didn't tell me. That's the one I recommended. You didn't tell me you did a watch party on that. I didn't see that.
I think we did that a while. I'll have to look it up. We did it. Yeah, man. We watched. That was, or we watched it for Patreon.
Okay.
We did a Patreon watch for it.
That movie. That was a good. There's 4 of those. There's actually 4 of them.
It's there.
Yeah, and you got Meg Foster in there too. That's a legit. Judd Nelson was weird in that. Like,
yeah, I was very like, I was like, oh wow, this is like the weirdest role I've ever seen him play.
And he calls people. It's like, I'm gonna kill you tonight. I'm calling to see if you're home. I'm gonna kill you tonight. And then Loggia and think it was almost like a Training Day situation where they're going to these different cases. And then the guy's like, oh, we got this loser rookie here. He's like, he goes, how many assholes are in this department? He's like, we got about 6. Hopefully you're not going to be number 7.
I freaking love.
They said him jerk.
I freaking love Robert Loggia.
Oh, he's awesome, man. He was he got too bad Scarface killed him because I liked Frank. But anyways, Frank betrayed him.
Yeah,
he can't. He I never betray you, Frank. It's like
that's like, what's his name? Sosa. One of my favorite lines
is
that,
man.
Tony, you fucking little monkey. How many times have I told you, don't you ever fuck me?
Yeah.
I love that. I have seen that movie so many, like my wall over here in my weight room there's like the top of it is 3 Scarface posters. And then there's Anakin from Phantom Menace with the shadow.
I like the kid.
It's a puzzle, and then but like you see Anakin, and then behind him the shadow is Vader.
I like Jake Lloyd. We should do a Scarface thing because I've seen that a lot too, and I've got a lot of cool Scarface stuff. But when he's like, "You want me to believe Omar was a stoolie because Sosa says so?"
Yeah.
And then F the Diaz brothers, F Casper Gomez, F them all.
Oh my god!
I use all those lines; those are great. Yeah, the Diaz. I love how the Diaz brothers got thrown in the bus. Like, who are these guys? F them.
Yeah.
What did they do?
Right?
They didn't do anything.
We never found out exactly what the Diaz brothers did. Like
Casper Gomez, like he's a good guy. I don't know,
Right?
I didn't know that Razor Ramon stole that entire thing. Right, because as kids we watched wrestling. I mean, I know you watch wrestling from day one. So I was watching and I saw that was and we love Razor Ramon. like we loved the attitude, the bad guy and all that. And then when I was old enough and I saw old enough not to watch Scarface, but old enough to understand what a masterpiece the movie was.
Yeah.
Like when you saw it, you're like, oh, that was cool. But then you didn't, and then it was like, oh my God, like Razor Ramon stole his entire thing from this. I never knew. Anyway, when someone survives, then they get killed sequel. Oh, yes.
Oh, that was Adrienne King for me in Friday the 13th. But she wanted to be killed off because she was dealing with a stalker situation at that point. And that seems to be, it's funny, like we see that in, obviously in Scream, he's stalking Sidney Prescott, but a lot of the actresses have to deal with that outside of the movies too. Especially these, like the horror genre. Oh, there's the scene with the janitor dressed like Freddy Krueger.
That is awesome.
That was I remember that I popped for that in the theater. I was like, oh shit, he's dressed like Freddy.
Yeah.
And like I was 16. I'm with my girlfriend, and she was not like a horror fan at all. I drug her to go see this with me, and she, she'd never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like I tried to get her to watch them, she wouldn't. And I'm like, it's Freddy Krueger. That shit it got me. And he's about to get the Fonz is about to die.
I think I rebooted my computer, so I kind of lost where I was.
I'm 53 minutes in.
Okay, 53. I'll get there. I'm pretty close now. But I mean, that was awesome. Yeah, here he is. Okay, so yeah, Fonz is about to get killed. Here's in the office. What I liked was that. I mean, I liked the meta parts of it. We didn't use that term in that time period. We didn't know what to make of it. We're like, oh, it's kind of like it's making fun of other horror movies. It's like it's a parody or whatever. So that I like that. I mean, the kills were pretty good. It was still my problem with it at the time, if I did have any problems, was that I felt it wasn't crazy enough, because at that point I'd seen so many slashers, and I don't know exactly what I had seen and what I hadn't. But while these Scream movies were coming out, and then they had the I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is the other, like Kevin Williamson or whatever his name was, who did kind of the two of those.
Yep.
You get the Fisherman. The Fisherman didn't catch on as much as Ghostface. The Mask is much better for Ghostface. Fisherman is like.
I Know What You Did Last Summer to me was always like the bargain bin of these. That and what was the Urban Legend?
Yeah, with Rebecca Gayheart as the killer.
Yep. I own somehow, and I don't even know where I got it. I have Urban Legend Final Cut.
Okay.
Like the director's cut version of it.
I have it too, yeah.
And I've watched it once. Like I said, I don't even know how I came to possession of it, because I didn't really care for the first one. I think somebody left it at my apartment, and it's just one of those things that's just like, I don't know whose it was, so it's just mine now. But I was with those, because the second one was the college, and they had the sassy female security guard.
Yeah.
It was like the funniest part of the whole movie. Like,
yeah, I remember.
I can't remember her name, but I was like, I like her character more than anybody else in this movie. Like, I want them all to die.
Yeah, and then Valentine. See, that Scream was a success because right after that, now you have all the imitator guys.
Yep.
It's like right away. Okay, boom. I Know What You Did. Boom. Valentine. Boom. What's the one we just Urban Legend. I bought all these movies. I bought them all, and I saw them all in the theater because it's like, well, it's slashers are kind of back. But then now, by the time all these were coming back, I was in my I know more than everybody else mode, where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, well, this isn't as good as X movie, right? And then you got people saying, man, did you watch I Know What You Did Last Summer? That was awesome. I was like, well, if in awesome you mean it's the most awesome movie that came out in the last 5 minutes, I guess so, but not in all horror movies. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was like my top one. Like if she's in a movie, I saw Heartbreakers twice in the theater.
I remember that movie. Her, Sigourney Weaver, and like was Gene Hackman in that?
Gene Hackman was in that. They dragged him out of the dust him off a bit. Gene, you want to come in and be on this movie? But JLH, were like I watched Party of Five. And so Wes Craven was like Kevin Williamson. Yeah. So I was just saying Kevin Williamson. So his backup was I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I do like them, and in a weird thing, I actually like Scream 2 better than Scream 1, because you had the sequel talk and then you had the stab stuff. So it's just they meted it up even more. Like they just ultra. It's like let's go really crazy. So now you're watching the events of the first movie. It was like Back to the Future 2. Like Back to the Future Part 2 is Back to the Future Part 1 with extra footage. So it's like Scream 2 had the stab movies, and that was fun too, right?
Scream 2, that's one that started out in the movie theater with like Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Was it Jada Pinkett? I think.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett's in Scream 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Before she became like crazy.
Yeah.
I used to really like her a lot in her movies in Demon Knight.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right?
She was in Set It Off.
Set It Off. I thought that was pretty good.
Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps,
Clumps.
which I own on VHS. I love that movie so much.
No, she was good. Now she's psychotic, but before she was psychotic, she was pretty good.
Well, when you're in an arranged marriage and then you bang one of your son's friends, I mean, you're not exactly a mentally stable adult to begin with.
Hey, she's gonna be Sydney's mom. That's what Sydney's mom was doing. Scream. That's a weird coincidence.
Holy shit! It comes full circle.
It came full circle. It came full circle. That's what happened.
Wait, is Will Smith gonna show up and smack me something? I keep looking off camera. I'll be like, Will, it's okay. We have the same barber. It's fine.
But they had they mentioned Leatherface. They mentioned Howling. And I met D Wall. I actually met D Wallace last weekend. So it's like I love the mentionings. Hey Brendan, how's it going, dude? Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. That's yeah. But like I don't know. I can't even Scream, which is the bad one, is 5 sort of like we're saying that even that I thought was okay. I'm just like a Hercules.
Hercules. Show us your muscles, baby. That dinner scene.
Yeah.
Isaac strong as a Brahma bull. Here he come over like mating season on the Serengeti. He's a wild animal, Cletus.
That entire series just became about how many characters can Eddie Murphy portray realistically in one scene. Like that's the whole thing. Was the lowest of the low. Well, Scream 3 only had the one killer, if I remember correctly, and that was the tie-in. That was in the rules of a trilogy. The last movie must tie in to the first movie's plot or whatever. And then part 4, I don't remember. 4, 5, and 6, even though I just told you 1 minute ago that I like them all, I don't remember them as much. I think I've only ever seen each of those once, even though I have the Blu-rays. Sydney, when did Nev Campbell? And Nev Campbell was on a Canadian show called Catwalk, and every Canadian boy was like Nev Campbell, like they were in love with Nev Campbell.
Oh,
like big time.
Nev Campbell has always been absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, she still is an absolutely beautiful woman. But like I look at her, she held together. I don't think she's had a bunch of stuff done. Like Courtney Arquette or Courtney Cox. First Scream, like I was like, man, because like I never watched Friends. I did not like that. I was a Seinfeld guy. I don't like Friends.
Yeah.
See, but I remember her from Friends and Ace Ventura and all the other movies she was in. I was like, man, Courtney Cox looks good. And then she was in that show Cougar Town.
I watched the whole thing.
Her lips look like a baboon's ass with all that collagen, and she got her face done. I'm like, what did you do?
It's terrible. Yeah.
Like I don't understand that. It's like the chick that plays Starlight, Erin Moriarty.
Oh, I know.
Like, girl, what did you do? You went from the girl next door to like a nightmare. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, and it's pressure from Hollywood. You have to look a certain way, and it's sad because it really negatively affects most of these actors and actresses. They're either narcissistic type personalities. Most of them are, and when they get to a certain level of fame, they are. There's like we meet a lot of McCons that are super freaking cool though. But
because they're like a slightly on the lower. Everybody that I've met in these horror things is like a 10 out of 10. Like you're like, oh, they're so into it and they love everything. But the higher up you go, it's like
the more removed from reality they are.
Yeah.
And it's like they're insulated in a bubble, and they get told, oh, well, you're this and you're that. And then when that starts to fade, they're like, what can I do to get that back? And you have the echo chamber telling them, well, do this, do that, do this. And they're like, okay. And next thing you know, you look like that one of those chicks from the Jersey Housewives.
Oh, they're scary, man. That's Terrifier. It looks like Terrifier.
It does. It's fucking horrifying.
And Courtney Cox was like a 10, and like
she was.
And then I could like from He-Man. I liked her in the He-Man movie.
I forgot she was in the He-Man movie.
He-Man, yeah. So which means that if she ever goes anywhere, I will have to meet her because she's in He-Man.
Right.
But it's so. But anyways, but I didn't watch Friends. I've seen Friends about 2 or 3 times over because my wife has seen it 17 times over. So I've seen it that many times over. But I did watch Cougar Town, the whole thing, and I was like, what happened? Like, why did she do all that? Because like, I don't know. But in this movie, she looks good. I like the character. I like that she was like,
Gail Weathers.
Gail Weathers, and she's like, I got to get in there, get the story and all that, and and it turns out that she was right, because throughout the movie, they're making her seem like she's bad because she's sticking up for Sabretooth. What's the guy? Liev Schreiber. Yep. Sabretooth. She just turned into Sabretooth and fought. And she's sticking up for it. Cotton, that was his name.
Cotton Weary.
Cotton Weary. So she's sticking up for the guy. Turns out he isn't guilty. That's a cool little side plot, because typically you would have had that character be the bitchy reporter who ends up, screwing things up in a horror movie. But in the end, she actually says, how about the reporter who you thought was dead, comes back or whatever, I like that they give her a little bit of a line there to say like, I come back and shoot the guy. Client list. Oh yeah. That's unfortunately I wasn't on that client list, but
she was in or she is in one of that 911
emergency. Yeah, I don't watch any of those.
Well, I saw an episode or 2 of it.
It's not.
I was looking at the Scream 5 cast.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega. I don't know who Madison is. Melissa Barrera. Jack Quaid. The only reason I know who he is because he was in The Boys. Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, of course, Matthew Lillard, David Arquette. Yeah, most of these people I have no. Kyle Gallner, wasn't he in? Oh shit, he was in that movie we watched with Jamie.
Oh, Darling, Strange Darling, yeah.
Strange Darling.
That was an awesome movie.
That was a great fucking movie.
Okay, so Scream 5, the killer is the girl. So I know her as the one who gets torched in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but she's the one she just won an award for playing the prostitute in that. There's some movie that just came out. It was an Oscar bait movie. It won something, but she won an award, and she's like this little girl. What is her name? Hold on, I'll find her name.
Is it Jenna Ortega?
No. Jenna Ortega is Wednesday Addams. I know who that is.
Okay.
Her name is it Mikey?
Mikey Madison?
Or Michaela or whatever. Yeah. So let me see. What did she do? Honora. That's it. Honora. So she's the killer in Scream 5. I'll tell you something. I would rather there's a better chance that my niece is the killer than this girl. She is super small. Like I even in part 2 with Scream where they had the mom was the killer with the other guys. So it was a 2-killer situation again. And I think it was a 2-killer situation in Scream 5. And she was one of them. I'm like, are you effing kidding me right now? No way. Like, forget that. Like the 2 guys in this one, okay.
Yep.
That's legit. They're fine. Like it wasn't going to be Randy because he was the horror movie guy, and Wes wouldn't do that because that's like F you to the fans, right?
Yep.
So I knew immediately it wasn't going to be Randy because Wes Craven gave us Randy for us to connect, right? We're like, we can connect to the Randy character working in the video store. All that. So if he made him the kill, that would have actually pissed me off because there's no reason to do that. but making it the girls like really brutal. Dabian, you got to go. All right, man.
Have a good night, Dabian. Thank you for joining us, man. I know the time difference gets you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, Rose is about to. Rose McGowan's about to get the thing.
And
it was very cold in that. I noticed it was very cold in that.
Yeah,
it was extreme. It seemed like it was way more cold
in the garage than anywhere else in the rest of the movie. Yeah. Apparently, there was a polar vortex just around her chest.
Someone's gonna poke your eyes out. Watch out!
She could cut glass with those fucking things.
Jesus Christ!
Well, she hit him with a dick with a beer bottle. That's right in the fucking face. Dude. I love that she fought back and she ducked him there and he went flying over. And then she totally botches it with trying to get out. Like, she is out the door here. Like that first shot, like her, look at, she's out the door here and she's still poking through the shirt. But this right here, like,
boom. Okay, she just nailed him. So I'm like a second or two behind. I've got the Gale Weathers delay from the later in the movie. Wow, it's like the 30-second delay.
30-second delay.
I've got
Penny, no. But yeah, this is she just gets her neck snapped there by the.
Yeah, there's no way that garage.
No, that's like a 4-horse motor. That's not lifting up a body.
Yeah, no way.
And I have to give Rose McGowan props because number one, she actually dated Marilyn Manson, and number two, I know you're old enough to remember the dress she wore to the VMAs.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, that see-through number. Everybody, every guy of a certain age remembers that dress because Rose McGowan was like kind of like an it girl back then.
Yeah. She was going to be Red Sonja with Robert Rodriguez directing. That would have been an interesting film.
That's a very interesting choice. I have to watch the new one. What is it? What's her name? Matilda.
I don't know, but I thought it was fine. It's fine. I bought it on Blu-ray, but I also buy everything. So don't go. My buddy hated it. Well, he didn't hate it. He just thought it was kind of crap. The new Deathstalker is awesome. So that'll come out in about 7 days, and I will get that, and I will share that with everybody because I'm really pumping that movie up. I loved it. Deathstalker Part 5. Matilda Lutz.
Matilda Lutz.
I liked her.
Hang on, let me look her up. Let me look Matilda Lutz up here.
I mean, first of all, she had red hair, and she was like not swapped, right? So, I mean, just by that alone is almost. There's actually less feminism in Red Sonja 2025 than there was in the Bridget Nielsen version, because in that one all she talked about it was how she's better than men and she won't let any man get with her unless he could beat her in a sword fight and all that crap. I love that movie. And then if the next question is this new one better than the old one? Hell no. The old one's got Schwarzenegger and Stendhal Bergman in it from friggin' Conan. Conan the Barbarian is my favorite movie of all time. I don't know if you know. My number one favorite movie of all time is Conan the Barbarian. Number 2 is 2001: A Space Odyssey. But first is Conan. Above Stanley Kubrick.
My father-in-law has like every Conan comic ever.
Awesome.
He has boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of Conan comics. Like, awesome. I mean, he's got a ton. Like, that's where I get a lot of mine is from him. Yeah. But he has a ton of Conan comics.
Conan's awesome.
All the novels and stuff. Like, I have it's funny. I have the original Red Sonja not on a purchased VHS, but I recorded it. And of course, kid of the 80s, I had a thing for Bridget Nielsen.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yes, that was like my first. Because I watched that, and then you see Cobra and Red Sonja and all these other movies after, and I'm like, then she's in Rocky 4. Yeah. She's Drago's wife. Yeah. Cobra's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's like so good.
You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Yeah. Like, I believed him too. I was like, I think you are the cure. I think if there was, you really are the cure. Yeah.
But I just looked up Matilda Lutz. She's like 5'7", which she's tall, but she's very thin. She's thin. She's very thin. And again, this is my thing with these action roles, especially she's supposed to be a warrior. I'm like, they cast, or at least say, do the please don't do the Natalie Portman CGI muscle thing. Just tell her, hey, look, eat some red beans and rice, hit the gym for a couple months, put on about 5 pounds, we're good to go. At least that way you look like you are an actual warrior instead of a little skinny girl trying to play sword fight.
Why don't they go to some of the wrestlers? Like you know what the problem is? The mentality has changed. You're never going to get a fantasy movie that's a barbarian. In this movie, she's more of like a jungle girl. It's a bit of a Sheena almost.
Okay.
And you're like, but she's not Sheena. She's Red Sonja. The thing is that they're never going to make Deathstalker did it as close as possible, but it doesn't have any nudity or any gratuitous sex or anything. And they removed that. And I was at the screening. I was at the backers screening, and they actually said, "Are you gonna have?" And he was like, "Well, we omitted that stuff, right? Because it wouldn't fly today." It's like, well, it's part of what it is. With Scream, to bring it back to Scream, they didn't show the nudity. They did the cut where PJ Souls was about to show in Halloween Part 1, and then he's like, "Oh, here comes the obligatory breast shot or whatever," and then Nev opens, but then it cuts away, or no, she removes her thing, but then you don't see it, and you're like, see, I think with Scream, that was the beginning of, I thought, oh, we're never gonna go back. I love this movie. This movie's gonna get, it's not gonna get a perfect score, but it's gonna get a very high score from me. I really enjoy this movie, but we've lost. It's where I kind of realized that we've lost something, and we're never getting it back. I think this is why some of the old school guys have not really embraced this fully. Like, it's we're still slightly detached. It's Wes Craven, so we're willing to accept it and say, okay, look, Wes, it's Wes Craven. We can't dismiss this, and it's a series of 7 now with an iconic killer with iconic moments, and even Stab has become a thing because they've got Stab posters. I've actually seen Stab posters now that you can buy, which are the fake posters, right?
Yeah.
But they're real posters made of Stab. So all props to the Scream series. I bought them all. I'll continue to buy them all. But it was the beginning of where we're like, we're not going to go right back. We're not going to have that grittiness. We're not going to have that, like niche audience. Like Scream was the slasher movie for everybody. Like normies can watch and be like, oh, I thought that was really good. That's why all the references are normie references. Who's the killer in Halloween? Michael Myers. Is there anyone that doesn't know that? Even my wife would know that. It's like, who's the killer in Friday the 13th? Everybody says Jason when it's not. And people in the theater were like, oh, because even like when you saw it in the theater, people were into it. And they're like, oh yeah, it's like, it's Jason. Yeah, it's like, and then it's like, it's not Jason. It's like, oh, it's not. It's like, wait, who is the killer? I'm like, oh, guys, come on. It's Pamela Voorhees. Like, what? They didn't even say Pamela. They said, you only know it's Pamela because of Part 9, right?
Yep.
They go back and give you the end. So this was sort of the beginning of the normie people liking slasher movies. And I think what happens is that when they don't go back and pay their dues, like everyone starts somewhere, but you got to go back. Like, This happens with, I'm a comic book guy, I'm a horror guy. This happens with, the gatekeeping. It's not gatekeeping. Nobody's gatekeeping. What we're doing is we're handing out like experience points. Okay, you saw Scream, you love it. Perfect. Okay, why don't you watch Friday 13th? It's too old. I don't care. So you're not a horror fan. Then now you're not a horror fan.
Yep.
That's it. It's like, well, I like Saw. So do I. Love Saw. Love them all. Okay, perfect. Why don't you go back? Let's watch Tenebrae. Okay, so you're not a horror fan, right? Let's watch something else. That just means you like new movies.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the Universal monsters. See the beginnings. Go to Nosferatu. Go all the way back. Watch those William Castle movies. You got to gatekeep. I know. You got to watch. Gatekeeping is not really a thing because nobody's preventing anyone from watching a film. I'm not physically stopping you from seeing it. I'm just saying that I hate saying you're a fake fan, but it's like, you're not a fake fan if you haven't seen everything. You're a fake fan if you don't want to see something.
Yeah, because you want to have an appreciation for the genre.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at it like that, and it's, I love, it's like The Predator. Oh, Prey's my favorite Predator movie.
No, F that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out. Yeah,
Get out. Get out.
That's a fake Predator movie, anyways. But yeah, but I'm like that for some things, but I don't say that I'm a fan of it. Like I can't really think of an example. But usually, if I watch, like let's say comedy movie, oh no, that's not. I will go back and watch stuff. If I like something that's new, I'll go back. Like with Doctor Who, which had like 100 seasons beforehand or something.
Yep.
It's been going for like 65 years or something.
Yeah.
I started in 2005 and then I went back to 1963 and watched it all. So I mean, I hardcore went. Good evening.
Hey, Dragon Buddy.
Yeah, I hardcore went back to 1963 and watched everything. I'm like, no. I'm not going to just watch the current Doctor Who. I'm going to watch every damn Doctor Who thing there ever was because I love this show. And you don't have to be that. But if you only watch the new stuff,
yeah,
then you're not a fan of all of it. You could just say, I like this show. Like I got a buddy who likes Star Trek Voyager, hasn't watched anything Star Trek. Except for Voyager. I don't know for what reason. That's what he watched with his family. So then I say to him, okay, so you're a Voyager fan, but you're not a Star Trek fan because you're not, unless you watch Kirk and Spock and Next Gen and DS9 and all, then you're not that.
And even I've seen those, and I'm not a Star Trek guy. Never
exactly, you're not a Star Trek guy, but you've seen some of it.
But I've seen the older stuff. I've seen enough of it to know who the characters are, their tendencies, stuff like that. But I just I have no interest in anything new. I grew up, Next Generation watching that one and the older movies, and then my mom watched the older series because she liked William Shatner.
Everyone likes Shatner.
Let's see, who was the first actor to win an Oscar for?
Tell us, classic. You gotta tell us.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Yeah.
Legion says Prey was fucking awesome. Don't even play.
Mark and I like to argue about.
I hated that movie. If you made a movie about a young Native American girl who fights off an alien and called it Young Native American Girl Fights an Alien, all right. But
yeah, it's not Predator.
Tying that into that franchise, I was like, this is a stretch of monumental proportions. I can't even. And it was. I hated it. I hated everything about it. I said there hasn't been a good Predator movie made since what, 91?
Whenever Predator 2 came out, that was the last good one.
That was the last good Predator movie.
Because it was a real. People have forgotten what. What? I'll tell you something. Here's what. Awesome. Spent a lot of time on 4. I like everybody. I've seen everything. I've seen everything, and even some of the audio adventures. My friends like Alien, Predator was a long time ago. Yeah. So I'll tell you this. So Scream as well, and slasher movies. Yeah, he's a fan. I know. I'm too familiar. He likes the Bay movies, but I've now watched, and I'm watching Transformers today. I'm a big Transformers guy, so I don't like those movies because it's not Transformers. Same with Terminator's Law. There's 2 Terminator movies. There's 2 Predators. Friedrich March. Wow. That's a great. That's a great movie. And there's another one with who was it? Did Spencer Tracy do another one? Classic. Let us know if Spencer Tracy did another one. Lon Chaney's awesome. They've accomplished a lot with that without using a lot of makeup, right? Like it's not like Jekyll and Hyde now. What they do is like, he becomes like a monster almost, where like it's become like a prosthetic thing, or remember in LXG it was like almost like a. It was like a huge. He looks like Hulk. It's like Hyde doesn't like Jekyll doesn't become an Incredible Hulk character. Yeah, Tracy did a good one too. That the Tracy one is very good as well. That might I think I might like that one better, but I'd have to rewatch them. Anyways, but to tie it back to Scream, it knew that what I loved about the Scream movie was that it still did the slasher stuff anyway. All right, Six Not Playing is great. Yeah. My favorite movie title is Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. And that's the Hammer Peter Cushing Frankenstein. Yeah. And because Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, I'm like, that sounds awesome. I've got to see Frankenstein get destroyed. But it still did the slasher stuff. She was the virgin. And then she wasn't the virgin. He's like, oh, that's it. Now you can die. Right. It's like you gave it up. So they kept all of that. What was that nonsense?
What do you say? That's why they keep your minds in this nonsense. They are around the intelligence of a 4th grader want you to be as well. See, this is the thing, Lurch. This is the thing. bud. I do this as escapism because everything else, every other aspect of my life has to be delved in fucking reality and adulthood. So this and wrestling or horror and wrestling are my fucking escapes. I don't want to sit, if I'm on this platform, I don't want to sit here and talk about how shitty the world is because I have to deal with that when I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be a misery tuber anymore. I don't.
Oh, I stopped doing that.
I can't. Even like, these guys that do like politics all the time. I'm like, I have to look at that shit every time I open up every form of social media and I want to research something or I want to look at what I'm voting for. I don't want to do that here. That is the last fucking thing I want to deal with here, which is why I got to do in the pop culture stuff. And even now, if I do, like we were talking about going to see movies, like I have a stance against this. Well, cool. If I want to see a movie, if my kid wants to go see a movie, I'm going to go see the fucking movie. Like, it was
who cares?
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. Like, if, I hate this guy. Cool. My son wants to go see the fucking movie. Guess what? I'm not going to be like, nah, we can't, bud. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Like,
that's not the point of it. You're supposed to, if your son wants to see it, let him see it. If he doesn't like it, then he can say, Dad, I didn't like that one. Like, that's it.
And that's where it's been for me. That's where it's been. I spend my days in telecommunications. My time off is dedicated to the insane and ridiculous. I also don't collect toys. I make dioramas. Nice. Nice. I collect toys. Well, I haven't bought any recently, but all my extra money goes to wrestling gear.
I just bought cable right there. I just grabbed that from the mail. And I got a movie. Hold on. Have you ever seen Outland with Sean Connery? I just got that on 4K today. Oh, yo, that's a wicked Outland. I'll get it for you. Outland is awesome. Sean Connery's like this, like sheriff. It's a sci-fi Sean Connery movie, and it's like Alien. It's like it's all busted up shit, and everything looks like really crappy, but future. I just got that on 4K, so that is great. And I got Road Warriors with James Remar, which we were.
It's better than Zardoz, right?
I love Zardoz.
I didn't know what Zardoz was until the Rick and Morty episode parodied it, and I'm like, "What the hell is it?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "I never."
It's awesome.
Yeah, I saw you guys were mentioning Doctor Who, and you want to know how much Doctor Who I've watched? And I have a lot of friends that are Whovians. No. This is sad. This is very sad. And you're going to laugh at this. The only Doctor Who I have ever seen was with Jodie fucking Whittaker. Yeah.
And that's not even the worst of it. So
it's why the new stuff, like I've seen,
like whatever you thought was bad with the Jodie. Okay. So I like
Arachnids in America.
That was terrible.
It was like
so actually you watched
they did.
Yeah, you watched that's actually her worst episode, and there is politics behind it, and it's sort of there's an anti-gun sentiment. The only problem is that if there's giant spiders that are non-sentient, I'm going to shoot them. I don't understand what you're talking. Yeah, we need guns. That I think my wife actually, because we like Jodie Whittaker, not as the Doctor, but we like her as an actress. We've seen her in other stuff when we watch British shows. And I thought, okay, we're stuck with a female Doctor. I'll give her a chance because I like her. And I didn't think she was that bad, but the writing was terrible. And she had a couple of companions that were useless. It's like just like turds walking around, like who you guys are useless. And then that episode was offensively stupid. Not like, it's just offensively. It's like, okay, there's giant spiders. I'm going to shoot them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody is going to say, it's not like an alien being. They have very strange aliens in Doctor Who. They look weird. And you're like, okay, well, it's a sentient being. You shouldn't shoot them. I agree with that, right? You don't just shoot the aliens. It's like Star Trek. You first contact, you meet the characters. You don't just shoot them. But that was stupid. But anyways, but the new ones are so poorly written and poorly acted. And there is so much, like, I hate saying woke, but it's just, there's so much of it that it becomes, it like transcends wokeness. It's like, it's so stupid that you're like, this is actually insulting my intelligence in a way that's making me angry to watch it. Like I've given episodes of the new one, and I still watch them all. My wife's tapped out. She tapped out. She's like, I'm done. I still watch it, and I still review it, and I still buy it for my collection of Doctor Who because I own everything, and I still review it. And I gave a couple of episodes 0 out. I actually gave some episodes. For me to give a 0 on my scale of rating would have to mean that every single aspect is horrendously garbage, and it really is. But I wanted to say with Scream, because they still understood the fundamentals. This is what Prey and these other ones didn't get. It understood it's a slasher. There's got to be the teens. You're going to have a couple of asshole teens. You're going to have good kills. There has to be a certain number of kills, per screen time, whatever. There has to be red herrings, right? So it knew to throw all that in there, and then having Randy in there to explain, saying, "Oh no, the dad's not the killer. He's going to come back later. He'll be back," and you're like, "Oh, it wasn't him." Like that is really neat. And the mystery part was pretty good too. So Wes Craven made a movie making fun of horror movies or slasher movies, but understood enough to give the horror fans, the true horror fans, what they want, but also held back enough so that it wasn't off-putting. If Wes Craven had actually made a real slasher, he wouldn't have got the audience that this movie got.
No.
Right? Like this needed to be a bit more normie to open it up. So on the plus side, we got a lot of horror movies, a lot of new characters, but it became a bit too normal where every other person was telling me, "Man, I loved Scream. I Know I Did Last Summer. I thought Urban Legends was sick. I didn't guess the killer." And I'm like, okay, have you, now that you've liked those, have you gone back to watch any of the movies that were referenced? Prom Night, they referenced Prom Night, Howling, obviously Halloween, Nightmare. Have you gone back to watching the movies that Scream referenced? Because basically Kevin Williamson is giving you the blueprints. He's like, here's the 5 or 6 movies that inspired me to make this. Why don't you watch those? Did you go back and watch those? No, I didn't. Yeah. Then I'm like, okay, so you're a tourist. You came in here, you like your couple of little normie slasher movies, and you go home. That's not enough. But with Prey, Predator is about big, huge guys who are unbeatable. Yep. The mercenaries, this is the top mercenary team on the planet, made up of the most badass mofos of all time. And they're getting wiped out like they were schoolgirls. And you're like, oh shit, what is this hunter? No, you're not the Hunter Schwarzenegger, and you're the Prey. Oh fuck. Part 2, crime-infested Los Angeles, drug cartels.
Such a good setting.
The setting's brilliant.
So well.
The heat, it's constantly hot, sweat. It's dirty, it's smelly. Everyone's a piece of garbage. There's voodoo gangs. There's the Colombian gangs. They're ripping each other to shreds. And the only cops that are able to maintain any kind of sense of peace is Danny Glover's team. They are the top dogs. And the Predator's like, I need to take them out. That's the point of that. And for Danny Glover to just barely survive by the skin of his teeth at the very end to get that prize was cool.
Yep.
After that, the Predators removing people from their environments and putting them into a zoo, into a hunting ground zoo, and then hunting them down does not prove the prowess. Like that would be like us going into the jungle and capturing animals, putting them in a zoo, and then going to hunt them.
Yep.
That is not an accomplishment. The next movie was an offensive movie. And it was that's the one with Olivia Munn, and she was in it. And even with her in it, it still sucked. Because I like her. Well, her looks, not her voice.
No.
But I like her looks. But that movie was offensive. And then after that, it's just terrible. AVP. Oh, AVP is like, but AVP are offensively bad. Prey is bad. It's like that the Predator kills itself. You're like, is that supposed to be exciting to me?
Yeah. The Predator Badlands that's coming out.
That looks abysmal.
I'm not even going to waste my time. I cringed at that. I was just like, there's no fucking way. Like there's 2 Predator movies, and then there's a bunch of just knockoff. Like, Mom, can we have Predator? We've got the Predator at home, and I've actually got some cool. I've got a couple Predator figures. I've got a little Lego figure too. Yeah. one of them was I got the boy for Christmas. It was like a 9-inch, like very well articulated figure, and then I've got another one that's more just a statue type. But he's been in some battles.
The figures are amazing. The creature designs are good.
Yes.
And Gary Busey was awesome in that one. Yeah.
Yes. That was one of my favorite scenes, was when that team got wiped out.
Because the Predator, see, again, it's part 2, but they were able to introduce extra stuff. It changed the vision. They said, it only sees an infrared. It's like, oh, fuck, no. He goes, he can see the lights. And you see Danny Glover immediately figured out the tactics. Predator 2 had the alien head, and it introduced the idea that all of these different things can be hunted. Hey, Draven.
Hey, Draven.
So it had the alien head. And the thing is that they've missed what Predator is. The Predator is about hunting guys who are really awesome. Like, you got to sit there and be like, Danny Glover's badass. Even his team, and they had a girl in there, and she was badass too.
Yes, right? She was.
She's badass too. So you have to have badass guys in there that the Predator can take out. And the Colombian guys were tough, so it took them out. It took out the Voodoo, the King Willie or whatever.
Yep.
So it took out those guys. That's what's really important. After that, they turned it into a light sci-fi horror fantasy genre. It's like, oh, look, this is a young Predator. I don't care. Like, the next movie is going to be the Predator pays taxes, and we're going to see what they have for dinner. The Predators are gonna they're gonna have parties, right? Like, it's absolutely stupid. The first 2 Predator movies are real Predator movies. Alien. Yep. Because Alien was already a sci-fi franchise, you have a bit more openness with Alien, because it's not really so much about the aliens themselves. It's really about, sort of like the world of it. Didn't transcend the genre. See, AVP is a very fun, silly popcorn movie, and it's great for little kids to watch it and get excited about if a human being and a Predator can team up, that is not a Predator movie. So that is like you teaming up with a lion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I watched those, like, it was Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem. And
that one was really bad. Requiem is a terrible movie.
I barely remember anything out of that. It was so bad. I watched it once or twice. I think I watched it the second time just to be like, was this that? And I'm like, yeah, it was bad. I don't like, and this is, I don't like crossovers like that. In concept, in theory, they're fun discussions to have, right. like Freddy versus Jason. I love.
I love it. I saw it 3 times in the theater. I love it.
I was there. I went to see it on opening day because huge Friday 13th fan. But I love Freddy, but I was just like,
but Freddy looked cool. When he had the devil makeup,
he looked. That was the thing. There was a lot of aesthetics about the movie there.
Cool.
I don't like the execution.
That's Predators with the killers.
But
my problem is again, so that's like going to the jungle, capturing rhinos and then lions and bears, and then transporting them to your, complex. And then sending in your kids to go hunt them. It's like, why is this happening? Yeah, that's what I was saying, class. Again, the audit, like all of a sudden, because they're saying, well, we're going to see the hierarchy of the Predators. What do I care about the hierarchy of the Predators?
I don't care.
Like, it's a monster, right? And there's stuff in the comics as well. Predators and Lion. Oh, Frequency is great.
I don't think I've ever seen Frequency.
Hold on, I think I own that movie. Frequency. Yeah, that's where the time travels. So basically, the guy's trying to solve a murder, but there's time displacement. So he can actually. So there's the guy in the future. So he's getting future information from the past. It's pretty neat. I own it. I own Frequency. I think on DVD, so it's an older one. I saw that in the theater, though. That's a good one too. You know what else is good too? The one with Bill Paxton, and they're hunting the demons, but they're human beings, but they see them as demons. What the hell is that called?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. What was that called? Oh, I'll just look up Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton.
Oh, Frailty?
Frailty. I knew it was
That
an
was
F.
that was a good movie.
That was good.
That was a good fucking movie.
That was awesome. Yeah, and then they had Frailty. Yeah, that I saw that in the theater a couple times. Turbo Kid is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece of masterpieces. It's got Stan Bush. Firstly, it has Stan Bush music, so I don't have to talk anymore.
Nope.
It has Stan Bush. That's it. It also has Michael Ironside, so that's two unbreakable things.
Yep.
I love Turbo Kid. Love I've got the tin of it, and I met the guys that did it. Otis CX is the star of the movie. What do we? I forgot what Adjustment Bureau. Yeah, that was okay. That was okay. It's not really. That came out of nowhere. That's not even a genre movie. That's just like, that was pretty good. I thought that was okay. I don't remember it. I don't remember that one as much. Simple Plan is great. Near Dark, of course, is awesome. Seen all those. Yeah, own all those.
We gotta do. What is it? Stun Down the Vampire in Retreat.
Oh, with Bruce.
Yeah.
Reagan Campbell. I own that sucker.
I haven't seen that. Me and my sisters used to watch that.
So good.
It was such a fun Western vampire movie.
Yes,
and yeah, Bruce. Like again, Deborah Foreman in that movie was so hot.
Yeah, no, and the best is where he turns into a vampire while he's wearing the cross. And he's like, oh shit, oh.
He's burning him.
He's burning him, so he's like, shit, I gotta get this off.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. That one was fun.
Oh, Adjustment Bureau. Yes, I did see Adjustment Bureau. That's Philip K. Dick. Yeah, in style of, yeah, okay, I did see it. I thought that was a cool movie, yes. It seemed like a Dark City ripoff. Dark City is a 10 out of 10 super masterpiece.
I've never seen
Dark City. I saw Dark City twice in a row in the theater. Like I watched, I was like, that was fucking awesome. I need to rewatch that immediately. And unfortunately I saw the 9 p.m. So I went back the next morning and watched it again. It's Kiefer Sutherland. Oh, you know the guy. What's the guy? Jennifer Connelly's in it. Looks damn good. William Hurt is in it.
Damn.
I can't tell you what it is because there's a spoilery thing sort of to it. But dude, it's the guy who made The Crow. And Alex, The Crow is like just one of the best. Rufus Sewell, that's it. Yeah. So it's like these guys, they literally, they're called the Strangers. And there's like the Hand, there's Mr. Hand, there's Mr. Book, like each one is, they look weird. And they literally like, they can inject memories into, they can clear your mind and inject memories into you. And so they give him the memories of a serial killer and then watch him to see if he'll become a serial killer.
Okay.
Pretty cool. And so they erase his memories and give him the memories of a serial killer. And then they observe to see if he will continue being a serial killer, having the memories of being one. But the Strangers also have some sort of weird powers, which I'll just say that. Okay. I'm gonna get that for you and give it to you. I like, dude. Ebert did a commentary for it. He loved it so much. Where's my?
Oh damn!
It's over here. I'll get Dark City for you.
All right. So we're at the end.
We're at the end. Yeah, Scream's about to end. Well, okay. Yep. The end. Just to bring it back, the two guys talking at the end were great. And he's like, yeah. He goes, psycho. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. That is a genius line.
It's this was I want to the box office for this movie. Okay, it had a $14 to $15 million budget, $173 million worldwide. It opened to a domestic of 6.3 million, but 173 worldwide.
That is awesome.
That's why horror will always be a sure thing.
Yeah.
Like, unless your movie is just a steaming pile of absolute dog shit, you can make your money back tenfold on a good horror movie. Some of the cheapest movies turn the biggest profits, and they're horror movies. Goddamn. Like
Terrifier, we're kind of coming back now because I think Terrifier and some of these really extreme ones like Saw, Terrifier, Hostel, I guess to an extent, though I haven't really watched those. They're coming back, bringing it back to what it used to be, but even more. Like, you would have thought that if you follow the trends of the 80s, that the 90s movies would be more nudity, more graphic violence, crazier kills, right? All this, but it didn't go that way. It actually became mainstream. And then now it's coming back to, no, it shouldn't be mainstream. But now, unfortunately, unfortunately, it's becoming so Paranormal Activity. Yeah, I know. I hate those movies. It's my cousin conned me. Take care, Mark. My cousin conned me into watching part 1 and 2. I watched part 1. I thought, this is the worst movie ever. Why did I sit through this? Nothing happened. I call it Paranormal Inactivity. and when she's like, but part 2 is better. I was like, I said, if it's not better, I'm going to be really upset. She's like, no, it's better. So I watched. I was like, this sucks. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? It's not better at all. I think it's worse. And so she's like, I just want someone to suffer with me, I guess. I don't know.
I just want someone to suffer with me.
Like it's Blair Witch Project. Nothing happened. I saw that in the theater. I was like, but nothing happened. I don't understand. There's a kid standing at the end of the thing. It's like, but you get it? The kid's going to get killed. I'm like, huh? Who cares? Nothing happened. Right. They're running around the forest.
That's what I said. I was like, we watched him run around the forest for an hour and a half. One of them we got his like tongue or his ear or whatever. And other than that, the one kid got killed in the corner, and then the chick got hit over the head with something, and we saw nothing the entire movie. It was boring as fuck.
I'll tell you, that's a 10 out of 10 marketing strategy.
Yep.
10 out of 10.
That viral marketing for that. It's real. God. They had the website and all that. And yet people suckered in believing it was real. And it was just, whereas this was, like I said, you got a great concept, meta, a hell of a cast, a really good twist, and it spawned a franchise that's still making money to this day, because we're about to have the 7th one here. I mean, what do you score this one?
I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, man. Look, I like this movie. I was going to give it an 8.5, and then I woke up this morning. I thought, am I stupid? Just give it a 9. My only criticism is that I don't want to say it cheaped out, but it didn't go the full old school slasher way. There wasn't sex or nudity.
Yep.
It didn't do that, and it and that's not just me saying I want to see nudity, because like it doesn't matter. We can see nudity anytime we want on any several internet sites. That's not what it's about. It's about the integrity of what that genre is. It's supposed to have that stuff, because you could say, well, let's remove the gore. If they had the nudity and they removed the gore, then I would say you didn't have the gore, right? Like, you need to have all of it. So, and I mean, I wasn't dying over all of the characters. It wasn't like I was like, I like Sydney. The villains were kind of fun, because at the end when they were talking, that was kind of fun. That's about it. Like, it was, otherwise they were just there to be there. 9 out of 10. I mean, I don't know what to say. It spawned the franchise. So.
Yeah, Draven says the franchise has made $910
That's fantastic.
That's fucking amazing. You've almost made $1 billion on the little movie that could, Yeah. I'll go 9 out of 10 on this one as well. And it's basically the same thing. If you would have had one gratuitous scene, and like you said, it's not because I need to see that. No, but it's so integral to the slasher genre, in even the Friday the 13th Part 6 route, where you don't really show anything, but you're showing something.
Right.
That's what it was. And like, that's a movie like my son watches, and I'm not like, turn your head, right. You don't see anything. So
there is still the act, though. Like, the act is still there. So they kind of hit. And again, part 6, I'd give that a 10 out of 10. No need to rate it, but like, it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And I love that movie, and it doesn't have that, but it's kind of close. So this movie didn't even have that. There's a little bit of kissing, and then Basic Instinct had like massive amounts of nudity and stuff, right? So, but they didn't want this movie to be, I don't know how it works in the States. Like, in Canada, we can show nudity and still get away with, like, I saw Miami Blues in the theater with my mom there, and there's nude, and I think Jennifer Jason Leigh was naked in that. I'm like, and my mom was trying to cover my eyes. I'm like, it's too late, Mom. I've seen it already. It's over.
It's too late.
But so I think for you guys, the rating would have been harsher right? It would have been
Yeah.
like, would it have been an MC-17, and then that would have killed it.
Yep, it would have been that or like an X. It depends,
Yeah.
like how severe. Like, well, they'll threaten the X rating over violence, which is
Right.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
folks,
That's it.
that'll do it for the night. Hope you enjoyed. Check us out on Patreon. As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna upload. I'll upload Halloween. We've got They Live. We watched How High the other night. So I've got some commentaries to upload for you guys over there. I'll have the review of Night of the Living Dead 1990 out by Friday. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Check us out. Everybody's links are in the description. I'm Pete for J-Man from Wrestling with Horror. If we don't see you, have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away. Deuces. Patreon.com/wrestling with